business originally started in the Hebrides in the northwest of Scotland. As an 18-year-old, I somehow felt the need to be my own boss. I started repairing lobster and crab creels in steel, at which point I looked at the potential market for making them new. When I won the LiveWIRE prize, I had no work experience, no job experience, certainly no business experience at all. The publicity was very important. That gained us a lot of kudos actually throughout the years. Here we are today, 30 years later almost, and still talking about it. Today we employ 140 people. When we started our business, this part of the world suffered chronic unemployment, and we'd like to think that we've contributed to improving that situation. The type of employment and the type of income that we create is very much adding to the GDP of the economy of this area. Long term, we have a vision to grow Galeforce to be a £1 billion company. But much more importantly, from my point of view, we have a large number of people who have grown and developed with the company, and that is very, very satisfying. That's a particular social pride for me.
Good morning, Fresh Minds, Emily speaking.
Fresh Minds was started by Charlie and I after we left university. We were 21 and decided that we wanted to start a business, but we didn't quite know what. We started thinking about what do we actually know, and what we thought we knew was really smart people. So if we could find some way of connecting all the smart people that we knew and putting them together, that might be a valuable service for business. When you start a business when you're young, people always think it must be really hard because you don't know anything. But actually it's really hard because you don't know anyone. So we spent a lot of time networking, trying to get out there, talk to prospective clients and tell them what we were doing, why they should use us, why we had this great network of really smart people they could use for research or recruitment. We decided to enter LiveWIRE because it was obvious that it was a great competition. It was fairly high profile, had lots of brilliant winners before, and we thought it would be a great stamp of our credentials if we could get far in that competition. The biggest benefit to us from the award was PR. Both PR in the national press and also the local press, but the press releases we were able to put out to our clients as well. It just gave us that extra stamp of credibility. And it also led on to other awards and recognition as well, which really helped the business. Fresh Minds today has grown substantially since we entered the LiveWIRE competition. We now have 3 lines of business. Our research business, our recruiting business, and also a social business consultancy called Fresh Networks. So today we are over 100 people in our central London offices, and we're having a great time still.
PageGen was founded in June 2009. We produce these floors that generate energy from your footsteps. I came across it as an engineer, fascinated with the built environment and sustainability, and I wanted to find a way to make our cities work harder and find a new power source. This is a really exciting time for PageGen and how we're scaling it. In 2010 we installed it in a school. I now have 1,100 students who devote their lives to destroying our technology, but they power the lights in the corridor. We then thought, where else can we use it? And we took it to a festival. So we had 70,000 people at one of the biggest music festivals in the UK, dancing on PageGen slabs, powering lighting, and also over 1,000 mobile phones. I think the Shell LiveWIRE program is a breakthrough platform for young entrepreneurs to get their ideas out there, get them noticed, and ultimately get some funding at times when businesses really need it. For me, going through to win the Shell LiveWIRE and then go on to become the Entrepreneur Finalist of the Year for Shell really helped set the scene for our technology, helped to build and elevate the profile to a global stage that has suddenly got a lot more people talking about us, that has led to a lot of people wanting to buy the technology. So it's been absolutely transformative for our business at what is a really vital stage in our development. One of the most exciting projects we've just launched is with Uniqlo. We've taken it to the centre of London, to Oxford Circus, to Covent Garden, to Soho Square, and next we're taking it to LA and San Francisco. So it's a huge campaign, and we're using the energy from shoppers to power part of the shop itself. Our aims are to make the page and technology accessible by all communities around the world, and letting people have this new form of power that all it needs is footsteps.
I was studying design and I was interested in how hospitals could improve the environment for patients and make better use of the space that they've got. And I learned that actually, instead of moving patients to the right environment, you could bring the environment to the patient. So I went about inventing a pull-out wall. I'd always known about the Shell LiveWIRE competition. When I was an undergraduate, I saw the posters for it, and that actually was one of the things that made me think about a career in entrepreneurship. It's been 11 months since I won LiveWIRE. Since then, our sales have rocketed. We've sold now into 8 different countries where we have distributors, and in the UK, we've sold to 60 NHS trusts, which is quite unprecedented for a new product. QuickScreen is a product-based business. The revenues that we get, we spend on manufacture. And that then is spent on people to make the products and other people to supply the materials. And we have employed probably around 30 people now in the UK. So this business is something that really is benefiting the UK economy. Winning LiveWIRE for our business has been brilliant. It's brought us so much kudos, but most of all, new customers in new markets.